This video covers the group management within your CRM. The video covers structuring your groups, customizing the group settings, managing the group-based permissions for your team, triggering group automation, as well as the group cleaning tools available within your account. With groups being the main level of structure within your account, you can organize these groups using folders. Within your account, you can access the list of groups by hovering over the group drop-down. Here are all the groups that you are either managing or a member of. Groups are listed alphabetically, and we suggest adding a special symbol next to your master group to bring it to the top of the list. With the unlimited amount of groups you can create, organizing them can become very important. To organize your groups, you use folders. You can create a folder by clicking on the group word next to the drop-down. Otherwise, hover over the Settings drop-down and select Group Folders. The Group Management page is where you can view and organize your groups. Start by creating a new folder. Give your folder a name and click to save the new folder. To activate this folder, drag at least one group from the list along the left into your new folder. Scroll through the list of groups along the left and drag each group box into the folder for organization. Once you've created all of your folders with the specific groups inside, you can hover over the Group drop-down menu to see the folders and correlating groups. Please note that folders do not have any settings or automation associated. They are mostly used for organization. To edit any folder, click on the pencil icon. Here you can adjust the name, save the folder, or delete it. To remove a group from the folder, simply hover over the group name and click to remove it from this folder. Each group has its own customizable settings, allowing you to manage different sales verticals or businesses within the same account. Within your account, you can access the group settings by clicking on the gear icon. Otherwise, if you hover over the Settings drop-down, you can select Group from the options. The Group Settings area is where you can manage all of the back-end details surrounding this group. Along the left, you will see a breakdown about what is created and stored within this group currently. The Description tab allows you to name your group specifically and add a public description for the group. In the navigation heading, you can also adjust the folder in which this group is housed. Member Interaction allows you to identify how you name your group members. Membership Visibility allows you to adjust how you want contacts to interact with your group. If this group is set to public, new members can join without your approval, and the group is visible to other non-members or contacts in your account. The private setting means that any new contact added into this group must be approved by you first. The group would not be visible to any other outside member that is not within your CRM. The hidden option means that contacts don't know that they're in that specific group of yours. Instead, they'll see the public description that you have described above. If you are hosting a membership site, you can set this to be an interactive groups, allowing your members to log in. Within the optional heading, these are additional settings that you can also look into. For example, if this group were to be removed or deleted, you can then reassign these CRM activities to another person or a group within your account. Each group also has the option to identify the language preferences per group. You can set up a PayPal ID. If you're using a ticket management system within this group, you can block any keywords from the ticket submissions. You can also set who on your team gets to see the ticket notifications, as well as identify a logo for this group. The For Reference section in your group settings is just additional information that you can keep track of who the contacts are within this group. Here you can identify information such as group type or activity, your role, if there is a parent organization associated, what is the home city or demographics of this group. You can also add additional notes for your team about why this group was created and what it is intended for. The Email and Web Options tab allows you to optimize your email communication. Here you can identify who the emails are sent from and their email address, as well as the physical address associated with this group. Configuring your IMAP allows you to connect your external email server, such as Gmail, Outlook, or Yahoo, for example, and sync those communications directly with contacts within your account. You can also configure your DKIM and SPF records here, which validate and authenticate your email. You can set up any Google Analytics and auto tagging for the specific group. You can customize the survey page for the specific group, as well as trigger a workflow when a contact hard bounces through an email that you sent them. The forward to a friend area works when your emails are shared from the contact in your account to any of their contacts. Here you can customize different elements around this forwarded message when the contact in your account shares your email. The loading default emails helps you customize and streamline your processes when sending emails. Here you can define the email templates you want to auto-populate, either within the Communicate emailer or in the personal email section of the contact record. You can set up automatic emails to be sent to these group members based on their birthday that you have specified in their account. Here you can set up emails as well as workflows depending on the birth date of the contact. If a contact clicks to unsubscribe or update their profile, you can customize that page. Here you can notify people on your team, activate workflows, or direct contacts to a specific URL once they have unsubscribed. You can also identify the types of fields you want to have available within this profile update and unsubscribe page. The Event Options tab is where you can set the default settings for the specific group. Here you can assign a reminder email and when you want this email to be sent, and if you'd like to include a webcal link or send SMS reminders if you've purchased a phone number. In the Attendee Actions area, you can notify your team of new confirmations, customize the RSVP page, as well as receive event attendance summaries. You can specify the specific time zone for your calendar and events in this group. The Attendee Interaction is where you can activate the forum or auto-match your attendees through the confirmation page. You can also add custom CSS code to your calendar to match the style of your website and branding. The Contact List Visibility area allows you to set specific fields in this group that you want your contacts to be able to see on the contact list page. Lastly, we have the history, which shows the change in your group size over time and the percentage of total account contacts within your CRM. Along the top right, you can save all of your changes, delete a group, as well as create new groups within your account. Each group can have its own custom permissions that you give your team to manage and work within this specific group. The different levels of access include the main account holder, which has full access throughout the entire account. Next, you have the shared access user. These users are given permissions into specific groups and features within your CRM. You can make these users super or power users, which gives them additional permissions, including the ability to manage permissions for your team and see contacts not within any group. Otherwise, you can create group members, which is the limited read-only access into different features in your account. This includes events and calendars, projects, forums, and website viewing. Please note that general contacts that do not have permissions into your account do not have access into your CRM. Within your account, hover over the Settings drop-down and select Shared Access. Within the Shared Access page, you'll see a list of groups along the left which you have permission to give access to. Select the specific group to see the contacts that currently have access into this group. To learn more about these different permissions, click on the second question mark icon next to the headline. This breaks down each of the permissions more specifically. For each contact, you can activate or deactivate any specific features for this group. You can give your shared access members permissions into this group by adding a new contact. Add the email address of the contact you want to give permissions to. Then specify if you want to start with no permissions or duplicate the previous permissions within your account. To add a power user, click on the word Power Users on the top left. Here, you can identify the contacts using a comma space to separate each email address. Learn more about the shared access permissions within the Help section or by clicking on any of the question mark icons. When contacts are added into your group, you can trigger automation. The first way to do this is within a drip campaign setup in your specific group. Within the Automation dropdown, select Drip Campaigns. Drip campaigns automatically trigger for new contacts added into your specific group. Each drip campaign is a sequence of emails or workflows that trigger. For example, you can have this workflow or email sent as soon as the contact is added into the group by using the immediate option. Messages are email templates that are stored within your media library. Otherwise, workflows will need to be created within the Workflow Manager. Then you can create your drip campaign sequence using delays on how long the contact has been in the group. The next way a contact can automatically trigger a workflow is within the Automation Workflow Manager. Here, either create or edit any of your workflows. Then, within the available area, make it available to your specific group. Once you save the workflow, you'll now see a new option. Once you activate this option, it will automatically trigger this workflow when a contact is added into your specific group through a sign-up form, a link clicked, or manually added. You can manage and clean your contacts on a per-group basis. Within your specific group, hover over the Contacts drop-down and select Tools. This page has many options where you can manage the group assignments and delete contacts within your specific group. For example, within the Clean tab, you have the ability to delete contacts with no names or email addresses, and not within any groups. You can remove bounce contacts and unsubscribes. You can remove all contacts for this group, and many more. The Remove from Group tab is an area where you can quickly upload a list of contacts that you want to be removed from your selected group. The Group Combiner and Excluder tab allows you to add contacts into the specific group if they are a member of another group in your account. Click to preview the contacts, then continue to add the contacts into this group. There are many ways that you can manage your groups within your account. Review the help articles or ask our team if you have any questions.